I've been thinking about this Epstein thing for a few days. It's obviously going in a lot of different directions. And I wasn't quite sure how to approach it because I think there's a lot of different angles. But then I saw this clip.
I believe when Trump, everything he campaigned on, I believe he wanted to do. And now he's doing the exact opposite thing of every single fucking thing.
I don't know what he's done. Yeah, exactly to your point. If you tell me, it's easier for me to believe you wanted to do all these things if any of them were happening in the way that you said they would.
To that point, like there'll be people that like they'll DM me and be like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for.
Yeah.
I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back. And now he's even flip-flopped on that, which I kind of like. But he's like, oh, well, we kind of need the people working in restaurants and we need our farmers.
So I found this clip really interesting. It is sort of a reflection, I think, of everything that's been going on in America between the right and the left and between MAGA and non-MAGA and everything. I think this is a really clear articulation, at least as far as I see the world. And so I kind of wanted to talk about this. I think this video is going to be really important. And in particular, I would hope that my sort of Republican MAGA friends, the folks that have voted for Trump, maybe still support Trump, they're the ones that I hope maybe will get the most out of this. But I think this applies to everybody. So that video right there, what they were talking about, Andrew Schultz on his podcast, that is, I think, the most distilled reflection of what people like I have been talking about. So I wanted to just think about this for a second. We are kind of going back in this sort of like Trump, anti-Trump kind of world. But that feeling that they're feeling, and maybe some of you are feeling it, and maybe some of you have felt it about the administration in other regards besides Trump, right? But that feeling that you're feeling right there that's what people like me have been trying to communicate to you. That we've been trying to say to you, not because we want to win an argument, or not because I hate you, or I'm trying to trick you, or I'm trying to, win something over on you, that I and others like me have been trying to tell you that Trump is a con man and a liar. He does not believe the things he says. He does not care about the things he says, and he certainly does not care about us. And so when I tell people that Trump is a con man and a liar, I'm not saying that as like an I told you so, or to feel like I've won some victory in some debate. I'm saying it because you are my friend. You're my family. Like, I care about you and I want you to live in a better world. And I am seeing this man, this administration, straight up lie to you.
This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February.
So we're stupid.
Yeah.
We're the idiots, guys. Just to let you know, we're wasting time.
At us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point.
That is, like, in all seriousness, that is, I think, what is enraging people right now is it's insulting our intelligence. Like, obviously, the intelligence community is trying to cover it up. Obviously, the Trump administration is trying to cover up. Something changed because they ran on this idea of exposing it all. All these guys had great ideas. Cockeyed Cash, Dan Bongino.
He had clips, dog. He had bars.
He was ready to tear it all down. He was ready to tear down the entire FBI office.
Shut down the Hoover building day one.
Day one.
That bitch still standing.
And then he goes on Joe Rogan and he's like, listen, do you think if I had it, I wouldn't share it with you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I do believe that 100%.
In essence, they do think you are a fucking idiot. It was mentioned in that clip there. Do they think you're stupid? Yes. They think you are stupid. I do not think you are stupid. I think that you're being tricked by possibly the greatest con man ever in American history. And so that feeling that you're feeling where it's like, it's not making sense. And like, Pam Bondi's talking about how she has the list and then all of a sudden she doesn't. Kash Patel has all the information at the FBI. And then all of a sudden he's posting on Twitter about how there was never any conspiracy. There's nothing there. Just go ahead and ignore it. That feeling that you have is because they are lying to you. And your brain knows it. Your brain feels it. And the rest of us, or at least I can only really speak for myself, but I know that there are others like me. We have been saying these things for years, almost a decade now, because we saw it. And I'm not saying that's because we're better or smarter or more perceptive or anything than you. For whatever reason, we saw all these little pinpricks of just straight up dishonesty. And when we hear, coming from our perspective, when we hear folks like you, like on the podcast, and please, Mr. Schultz, if you want to reach out to me, happy to be on the podcast or, have a conversation, even privately, if you guys wanted. But when we hear you guys say, this is not what you voted for, there's a part of us that just sort of instantly feels this kind of eye roll. Right? Because this is what you voted for. It may not be what you wanted to vote for, but Donald Trump was very clear in what he was planning on doing. He said it constantly on his tours, in his tweets and Truth Socials. It's clearly articulated in Project 2025 what is going to be happening. They were in all those signs. Go back and look at the 2024 Republican conventions and all those with those big mass deportation signs. He was very clear about what he was going to do and what he planned on doing. And so when we hear you say that's not what you voted for, what that shows to us is that for whatever reason, you were willing to overlook these things. And when I push against you in the sense of saying no, this is what you voted for. It's not because I'm trying to, again, win an argument. It's not an I told you so. It's because I want you to see what we have been trying to tell you because we care about you, because we want you to be successful. I'm not trying to own the Republicans. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not trying to get one over on you. I'm not trying to, put you in some position. Everything I am doing, whether it's running for Senate or just in the work I do day to day with the community, is I'm trying to help people and get us all into a better position so that we can live the life that we want to live in the way that we find meaningful. There's no tricks here. There's no games coming from me. So when I say this is what you voted for, when I say, Trump is doing this, that, and the other thing, it's not because I need to be right. I don't care about being right. It's not because I need you to feel like you are wrong. That's not important. It's because you're my neighbor. You are my friend. You're my family. And I can see this guy, just eking his way into you. And he is a completely immoral and dishonest participant in everything, really, but particularly in politics. And so folks like us, when we see these things happening, I've got family who I love dearly that have fallen into this sort of MAGA sphere. And I hear them talk, and the amount of vitriol and anger and hate that comes out of their mouth when they talk about, liberals and Democrats and trans and whatever, they're talking about me. So they're standing in front of me saying these things to me. And I don't know if it dawns on them that when they say these things, they are straight up vehemently attacking me. And my response is to tell them I don't believe that. And I don't believe that you actually believe that, because I firmly believe the person that I love that is standing in front of me is better than this. And for whatever reason, this sort of Trump bubble, this cloud has sort of permeated our world and our politics. And there's plenty of reasons. We can talk about like all the details or whatever, but that's not the purpose of this video. What I am, if I could give an ask, is for folks that are in, like the people that were in this clip and others who are starting to see this, just take a second and ask yourself, why do I think that the people around me are saying these things to me? The people around me that love me, my family. Why do I think that these people are expressing their concerns and fears to me? Maybe they are onto something. Maybe they're not, in fact, trying to harm me or trying to trick me. And I really think that this moment, this Epstein moment, is about as clear as a distillation as we can get, and that Trump has convinced a large portion of the country that they are out to get them. Whereas that portion of the country, the me's of the world and others who are like me, it could not be furthest from the truth. I am not trying to hurt you. I am not trying to trick you. I am trying to do everything I can to make your life better. I just happen to know that Donald Trump is not the vector that is going to get us there. He is a con man and a liar. He is an idiot and he does not know what's going on, and he does not care about you. Like, I say this to you, not because I'm your enemy, but because I'm your friend, because I care for you and I love you. And this message goes out to everybody in Ohio, goes out to everybody in the country. And I hope that someday soon we can all maybe take a breath and begin to realize that it's not us against each other. It's us against them. And there is a lot of people who are feeding off of this distrust and this conflict because it betters them, but it does not better us. So I just wanted to kind of get that out there after I watched that video. It really just sort of crystallized everything that I had been thinking about as far as the grander state of our politics and whatnot. So anyway, that was just my quick thought. Happy to talk more about it. If you're interested, just leave a comment below. Remember, you can follow me at Volpe for America on all the social medias. And so, yeah, hopefully all of you are having a great day. I'm sending my love out to all of you, and I will see you in the next video. So take care, everybody.